Time to set it straight. 88. Speak clearly so you can understand. 88. Time to set it straight. 88. Speak clearly so you can understand. 88. Time to set it straight. 88. Speak clearly so you can understand.
What's going on? This is episode number 2 of Straight Since 88. It's 88. It's time to set it straight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no half stepping. Ready?
I'm ready.
with it. Okay, let's finish. I want you to finish the lyric.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll try.
Because it's titled, all right.
Okay.
Rapper stepper to me. They want to get some.
Oh, I got the next line.
Yeah, the next line is yours.
I don't know, maybe something about fun?
No. But I'm the king, so yo, you know the outcome. Another victory. They can't get with me. So pick your...
Get with me. Pick your...
Never mind. Because,
Destiny.
No. You're a history. And you know what?
But it did rhyme though, didn't it?
Yeah, but I don't expect you to get it because on the way over here to do this podcast, we were listening to this. This is, I guess, is like a semi date night.
Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't date night music.
No, because we had Ace in the back, but we were listening to "There's a Storm Out."
Now I know the words to this song.
I was like, is this like?
And I thought to myself, what is this away?
Yeah, but you had a whole playlist.
Yeah, I did. I did.
So
back to back.
But this is episode number 2. And people really enjoyed episode number 1, and I'm glad they did. Yeah. I got in trouble with some of the brothers.
What happened?
Well, they were saying their wives were asking them during the
question.
podcast, like, am I your type? What is your type? And one of the guys said, his wife said, I know what your type is. Your type is somebody fast. And I was like, listen, this is for discussion.
Right.
But like, we ain't trying to.
Healthy discussion. Yeah, we're not trying to break nobody up.
There's a statute of limitations.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I'm saying? If they've been with you for 10
You're
years
definitely
or longer,
their type.
you are their type. But I want to do some rapid questions. You ready?
Okay, yeah,
and
I'll
then
try
next time
it.
you do it for me. Episode 3.
Okay,
you come up questions for me.
Yeah, because I have to plan that.
So, brother Frankie Beverly.
Yes.
Went on to be with the Lord this past week, and then they're doing this all white party.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This Friday, and so here your first rapid question.
Okay.
Before I let go, which version are you picking? Frankie Beverly or Beyonce?
I think you have to stay classic and go with Frankie Beverly and the Maze. You cannot add Beyonce.
I'm taking Beyonce.
I know most people would.
Because let me tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
Because it gets better with time.
Okay.
So there was a foundation.
Oh, so you feel like Frankie is like the base.
It's the base.
And then
it's the foundation.
That's probably true because when it first came out, you didn't have all the stuff you can add to music now.
But I think it was the step on the step on the step.
Oh, that's the part you like. Yeah.
So you take a Frankie Beverly.
Yeah, the original.
Are you a Frankie Beverly fan?
I can't say I'm a fan because that's probably one of the only songs that I know that
okay. So we can't do the next question because I was going to ask you.
What's the follow-up?
Name another Frankie Beverly song.
Oh, see, I'm not good with titles.
All right, sing it. Sing it. This is getting really good. Go ahead, sing it.
Okay, I don't think I know one. No.
I'll help you out. Okay. Joy.
Oh, and that's a Frankie Beverly song?
Yes, it is.
Sunshine and Rain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, you think about the Frankie Beverly version and not Rob Bass, are you?
Maybe.
Okay.
It takes 2.
Okay. It takes 2.
Okay.
All right.
Do I get that? Do I get a point?
You get half.
Okay.
You get 0.5.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So my next question is.
Oh, I feel like I'm losing.
And I'm saying we because you better not be kissing nobody else.
Ooh,
but if we're kissing, are you eyes open? And y'all this is one you can ask your.
Oh yeah, this is a good question. Yeah.
Are you eyes open? Or are you eyes closed?
I do believe I'm an eyes closed person.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I ain't looking at you.
Yeah, right.
That'd be kind of crazy.
What if we were just staring at each other? I think that would freak me out.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Are you
a pecker?
Weird.
Yeah,
that would be weird
with your eyes open.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like you kind of stare at them.
No, I think it's weird. I mean, if you do that, great.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen, whatever works.
We're not kiss shaming you.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay. So holding hands and this week coming off vacation.
Okay. Yes.
I thought, are you holding hands? Are you an interlocker? Or are you a
grasper?
Yeah.
I'm definitely, when it comes to holding your hand, an interlocker.
You are an interlocker.
Yeah, I think you're probably the only person. Asa likes to interlock, when we're walking through places, but I definitely interlock with you. Yeah.
I think I would rather grasp though.
You do. Because even when we were in the airport, you were like, and I was like, this is weird. I don't really have a good hold.
Yeah, it kind of felt weird.
Yeah, I feel like, if you're interlocking, then if I go down, you go down.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna
you grasp me, you can just let me go.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, and I can answer for myself because I thought about this.
Get comfortable for this one.
Is Nate romantic or not? On a scale of 1 to 10, how romantic would you say that I am? And I can be honest with myself.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like you're more romantic than I am. I would give you probably like a 9.3.
Yeah, I don't think I'm romantic. I think I'm a sweater.
Really?
Like,
maybe that's what romantic is to me,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not really big on candy and flowers and
yeah, but that's cool with people.
Yeah. But I'm saying, for my Nate, a 9.3 is like, the things that I like that I consider romantic, right?
Yeah, I think that
But you feel like you're not that romantic?
I think I'm a sweater. I think I have my own, and I not hate this word, but I think I have my own, I'll use my word.
Yeah.
I think I got my own steez of how I do it.
Okay, yeah,
so like,
absolutely.
Romantic, being romantic
question,
is like, yo, you tough.
Yeah.
Like you tough.
Right.
Oh man, your hair tough.
Mm-hmm.
Like
no, you give compliments easily.
Yeah, so it's sweating. Like you showcased. Hey, you thorough.
Yeah, I mean, you call me champ.
Yeah, so I think that's. So would you consider that romantic?
I do.
I was thinking. I'm just not a. I'm gonna sweat. Even if you, what's them pants you wear?
Leggings.
Yeah, the sweatpants. I'm like, yo, the blue ones.
It didn't take much.
The blue ones, you tough. Now the red ones, you going on another level.
OMG.
Yeah. And so I was thinking, I said, am I romantic?
Who needs lingerie when you have leggings?
Am I romantic? And I'm just kind of like,
yeah.
I don't think I am. I think I think you are. I'm a sweater.
Okay, right. So maybe that's your style of romance.
Yeah, that's my
the way you romance.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I tell guys a lot of times, they're like, man, I just don't have the right words. I'm just like, you just gotta use your own way of talking. Like,
right.
I'm not gonna say I only think of you on 2 occasions.
That's day and night. So you should ask me that song.
No, but I might tell you, girl, you got the goods.
Like Madeline Woods.
Like Madeline Woods.
Yes. Do y'all know who Madeline Woods is? In the
words of Fife
She's
Dog.
She's still out there.
I don't know.
Yeah,
in the words of Fife Dog, it's kind of like,
yeah.
So I was thinking about that. I said, man, I want to be more romantic. I said, man, I'm pretty much am, but it's just my own way of doing it. So
that's a good question, though.
I'm glad that you think that I'm romantic. Good. All right.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna step it up a little bit, but it's gonna be in my own way.
Yeah, no, I think you are.
So, one of the things that we talked about last week, and I forgot, we just came off vacation.
Yes, we did.
We were in New York. We were in New York. Now, how did you like New York?
I love New York. I like everything about it. I like the food, the fast pace, I like New York. The people, because, I like people's stories, and there's so many different kinds of people there. Yeah, so, I really enjoyed it.
I had a great time.
I know. I was so happy that you did.
Yeah. But, one of the things that, when we talk about saving somebody from themselves and talking about grace and stuff like that, one of the things is, and you can give somebody grace in a relationship, and because that even through things that may not seem right, that this person is going to make you good.
Okay.
They're going to make sure you're good. So when we went there, I'm very OCD on my schedule. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna work out, and this and this and this. And then it was kind of like sometimes you had those same plans to do other things, but even though we were in a different state on vacation,
right,
it was like life in some way, not all the time, but some of the time just kept like interrupting. Like our 22-year-old's in DC and she's moving. And so I'm in the gym and you're wanting to come to the gym too, but you're trying to scan my face so she can do
so she can move into her apartment,
And then, you know,
I forgot about that.
Cole has a stomach ache.
Yes.
And then Asa is still calling you at 5:30 in the morning because that's his routine.
That's his routine
on vacation. So how do you feel like you compartmentalize like being away and enjoying and still having to do moms? And I came to you and I was like, yo, this is not cool.
Yeah, no, you didn't like it at all because you wanted me to be able to have the same, what you thought were like freedoms that you had. Right. And I think, you know, there are times, or there was even a moment where I was like, oh, this is just for the birds. Like, I just want to sleep.
No, you said it.
I did. And I think it almost scared you.
I was scared. I was
it scared you. Like, oh my gosh, no, she really is.
I was like, I'm not going to the gym. I took my pre-workout, but I'm going to sit here and shake.
I was like, no, this is not right. This is my vacation. But then it took me maybe, a good 90 seconds to kind of snap back into it and realize, you know, it could be worse than my kids need to call me, or the dog not liking daycare.
Dog daycare.
Oh my gosh,
like
she
getting
thought,
a bad report card from dog daycare.
She wasn't bad. She wasn't bad. She felt like daycare was ghetto. Like she didn't want to hang with the other dogs. She wanted to be by herself and the trainer. She wanted somebody to rub her belly all day. She wanted spa treatment.
Right.
But anyway, so I don't think I was prepared, you know, to maybe have to deal with hiccups because we've been on vacation before.
But how do you come back and still have to handle all that? Because I have to be really honest, and that's why I think moms and if you got a dope wife are so dope, because you're still like on vacation, you're still holding everybody down, and I'm kind of like, I'm scared to have a good time because I think that comes off as selfish, and I think you can give somebody grace, and somebody can be the head of your household. Because, you know, when I marry people, I say, love this person more than you love yourself. And so I couldn't not like, well, I'm having a good time. This is great. You know, blah, blah, blah. We got to go to the Bronx. We got to do da-da-da. I'm like, yo. And so in my mind, and I think part of the work that I'm talking about is when you're able to be self-correcting.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't have to be a jerk to me,
right? For
me to get, and I'm not big up in myself. We just been doing it for 27 years.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of practice.
Since 88.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
in your mind, being able to process, okay, you're having a great time. This person is still in mom, wife mode the whole time.
Sure.
Let's fall back, check on her, and ask her, is she good?
Right.
So, but how do you do all that and hold all that
together? I'm not sure if this is exactly what you're asking, but I think it's an easy way to do that is because you let me have the meltdown. I mean, I literally was like, you know, my version of upset, you know, it's like, this is stupid. And so, you know, and you had the look on your face like, oh my gosh, I think she really is upset about it. Right. But because you let me do that, then I was just able to get myself together, because in my mind, to me, it was about the main thing. And the main thing really was us being on vacation. I knew even if I didn't respond to any of those little distractions, not that the kids are a distraction, but the thing, you know, those situations, that they would be okay in that moment. Yeah. And a lot of that too was really just even my personality, you know, again, like I said the last time, that's the thing that I want to do well. Right. And so I want to be able to be on vacation, but still, you know, be the best wife and mom possible. And so, and this trip was really about, I felt like, giving you a good time in a place that you hadn't really been before.
Right, but that's my thing, is that's my point. Yeah. It was a anniversary vacation, but still you kind of like, if you have a good time. But I think the thing about it is you can trust somebody with you And you can trust somebody to be the head of the household when they're always gonna keep you in mind. I'm
Absolutely.
like, okay, we went
Absolutely.
to the Bronx, we did the hip hop tour.
Yeah, that was fun.
We did this and this, but you didn't get to go see the view. That sucks.
Yeah. No.
You know, you didn't get to go see the da-da-da.
Yeah.
That sucks. But it wasn't like, well, look, I got to do what I wanted to. You know,
right.
I got to go.
But I think that's the part of it too. You, like you're saying, you kept me in mind also, even though those were things that we did not do.
Right.
And again, let me just stress, because I know some people are like, oh, you know, maybe she's just compromising and giving in. No, literally, the trip was planned so that you could have a good experience. And so that was my intent, number one.
Right.
Number two, with everything else that was going on, you still were concerned about,
very concerned.
Hey, well, maybe we can do this day. And so we were able to it's, you know, people use it all the time, but it really was communication. You let me have my little meltdown. It didn't get in the way of any, because we were literally still in the hotel room. We hadn't even really started the day.
I was going to the gym and I was like, ooh,
maybe I shouldn't go, right?
Like this ain't cool.
The
dog is cutting up.
Right.
You know,
right.
cold, got a stomach ache.
Right.
This is going on. I'm like, yo,
the world's falling apart
at home.
But it wasn't even like that. It just was a matter of, like you said, because you were thinking about me, it's always easy to put that other person, to keep that other person in mind. You know, it's like, because it's not always about you. And a lot of times, if your partner or whoever you're in a relationship with is different than you, they may not express or emote the same way anyway, you know.
But I think the thing about it is, and I tell women, like, you got to have somebody who loves you like that. That even if it's something about them, like, they want to make sure you're good,
that you're good,
or you're having a good time.
And but you know what? And I feel like that's something we do regularly. Like, we'll literally say, "You good?"
Right. But I think too, in 27 years, because I don't want to be like, oh my God, you know, they just,
this is the,
like that wasn't
format.
That wasn't year one.
No, it was
that
not.
wasn't year one.
No,
you know, it's something that you grow into.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I think if you are self-correcting,
yes,
I think part of the work that we were talking about last week is being like self-correcting. I know Danielle was telling me one of the questions that she got, which is one of the questions she asked about the job description.
Right.
And she's like, you know, what if somebody, I think she's like, you know, on the job description, it says, I want you to cook every night, this and this and this and this. Should that be part of the job description? And I said, the thing about that is, like, that's low hanging fruit.
Right.
Because I think that when you do your job description, like cooking, I want her to cook, clean, that's low hanging fruit. But you have to have a more like wide perspective. Like, is this somebody that like goes along with what I want to do? Not just the man, but both
sides.
The man and the woman.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, one of the things I tell people when I do marriage counseling, in the first 5 minutes, I can tell what the issue is.
Yeah.
I'll let them talk, but the first 5 minutes, I can tell. And I'm saying, now, you're not really in here because he left a bowl
Right.
Like last week, and I went back and looked at the comments. Somebody was like, "Oh my God, Pastor Nate wants to sleep on the mattress." You know, I just couldn't stand that. That's low hanging fruit.
It is. Yeah. That's not worth fighting about.
That's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And I tell people, the thing about it is, the little things don't mean a lot when the big picture is good.
That's right. I think that's it. I think that's exactly it.
Because sleeping on the mattress, that's low hanging fruit.
Right. Yeah.
Cooking every night, that's low hanging fruit.
It is.
You got your hair done all the time. That's and so when you do that job description, it has to be a broader view of where you are right now.
Right.
And this person, both the husband and the wife, is this somebody that can go along with where you feel like God is taking you, or who what you feel like God
Absolutely.
wants you
And
to
that's
be.
more than just being able to cook and clean or, drop kids off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's low hanging fruit. So I just wanted to be clear.
No, that's really
that
good.
when
That's really
when
good.
people think about the job
description, right.
don't think of low hanging fruit.
Right.
Can she cook like your mama? That's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna go through stuff bigger than that, and it's got to be that high.
Absolutely.
That high.
It's not gonna matter what's for dinner.
I'm so country. That
Yeah. High.
How should I say it?
No, I mean I like you say it Southern.
Yeah,
because you're from the South. Yeah.
That the high.
Yeah.
Hanging,
there's like a
hanging fruit. One of the things I think people were talking about also was this thing with Judge Mathis. Tell me what you think about that.
Okay, so this is
give them background just in case they don't know.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Judge Mathis and his wife, they've been married maybe almost 40 years, 30 plus years, we'll say, and they are in the process of a divorce. Or she's filed.
I hate to interrupt you.
Okay, please do.
We got to repent right here. Because the name of the podcast is Straight Since 88.
I know where
and
you're
the
going
thing
with
about
this.
being a pastor
in
your hometown, where you grew up, and people know you, and people watching this, some people are like, I know Nate. I know Tequila. They ain't been straight since 88. Well, we've been straight. We started in 88. but there was a break.
There was a break.
When you broke up with me.
Wow. I did break up with you.
You did.
Yeah.
Broke my heart.
You want to tell the people why?
That's
neither here nor there, huh?
But you broke up with me.
I did.
I cried in the barbershop and asked your mom because she talked to you.
You did. You
and,
did.
You were cold hearted.
I mean, come on, y'all. Do I look cold hearted? But I probably was.
You were you were mean to me.
Yeah. No, I probably was.
You were. Yeah.
And I'm sure there wasn't any good reason for me to be.
Well, I was just
what were you?
Normal 16-year-old.
Okay, right.
You just got his license.
Wanted a committed relationship or two. No, just kidding. That's not the way it was. But we actually had this running joke in high school.
Okay, what was your running joke? Was it about me?
No.
Okay.
Remember you and I when we would talk and you'd be like, "What? You want to break up with me?" And I think
I was trying to be cool.
Right.
I probably should have handled it another way.
And
because I got caught doing something I shouldn't have been doing.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. And for all the parents that are ours watching, it wasn't anything
wasn't
illegal.
like yeah. Because your mom already said, she told me Sunday at church, I'm still going to take a subpoena out for you taking my daughter behind the building trying to kiss her. That's,
statute of limitations.
Because I'm older than you.
Right.
So
yes, you are.
Yeah. And, so I was doing something I shouldn't have been doing. And I got up and I was trying to be cool.
Yeah.
He came over to you and I was like, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" And you like, "Nothing." And I was like, "You sure?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, you acting different." You said, "Yeah, I am." And I said, "Oh, what, you want to break up?" And what did you say?
Yes.
I was like, "Oh, shoot." So then I grabbed your hand and take you away from my friend. I'm like, "Yo, that's not how this was supposed to go." Like,
you're kidding,
can
right?
we talk about it? And you were like, no. And you didn't talk to me for a year and a half. And then I got to get this off my chest. Hold on.
It sounds like it. Whoa, therapy right here. You lost your water bottle.
So then, y'all remember those old school like tape recorders? Where your grandma had that it had the play button, record button,
right,
rewind, fast forward, pause, and it had the little microphone that you could hook to it, had the little thing that projected away from it.
Yes.
So it wasn't this Instagram, you can put music behind something.
No.
So I went home trying to get back with her.
Cameras.
And I played So Amazing in the background, and I was talking behind it.
He was.
And apologizing.
He did.
So instead of driving my car to school that day, I caught the bus to Coburn Junior High School, gave her the tape, said, "Please listen." Now,
I did listen to it.
This was not to be listened to in public.
Ooh.
First Lady T,
No,
she's
that's
so
not fair.
sweet. She been singing all like she's singing the church choir and everything. She went into the library,
It's closest
put
cassette
my
player.
tape in, and let everybody hear me.
Who was available?
Who was available, which was the whole school, which last week I talked about I was the man.
He was the
and
man.
Now
we weren't, and we weren't at the same school.
We were not at the same school?
Yeah, because ninth graders were still junior high school.
So
I was
then
at
one of
junior
my,
high.
I guess my friends like, yo, I got the tape. I'm like, she need to keep it. She's like, no. She said whoever wanted to listen to it could listen. So the whole school heard me apologizing.
It was good though. Now, see, I laugh.
It wasn't that good.
I'm laughing now.
It took you a year and a half to get back with me.
Not at you, not at the tape. No, it was really heartfelt, y'all. It was. It was beautiful. And had I,
been more mature,
I would have been like, oh yeah, sure, I should get back together with him. But yeah.
But it was a year and a half.
No, it took time.
A year and a half.
I think we both needed that time.
I didn't need it, but I was like, well, hey, so then going into my senior year,
Yes.
over at Hargraves, I'm playing
Yeah.
basketball.
That's right.
And I've been
'Cause
trying
you're
to.
gonna be- yep, you're a senior, I'm a
just been
junior.
trying to say
That's right.
hey to you for a year and a half,
Uh-huh.
and you would even say hey.
Yeah, no.
And one time you would somewhere you were not supposed to be,
I was on a Nate fast.
and you were eating a chocolate sundae. I was like, hey, yo, this is not a good area. You don't need to be up here.
Right.
And as nice as you see that, it came back out. And as nice as you are, everybody's like, oh yeah, she's like, listen. First of all, you not my daddy.
That's what I
You don't
said.
tell me what to do. I'm like, yo.
Okay, can we just rewind this back?
I'm
I
like,
don't know.
you're changing.
This is only my second episode of a podcast, so I don't know how you
Okay,
do this,
okay,
but let's
okay.
just take it back yourself. First of all, can we say at the time that I was eating this ice cream sundae,
Not true.
you
I
had
believe
another
it.
person in the car that was not a male.
I was trying to protect you. Because I knew, see, you didn't see it. I knew what God was going to do
Okay.
down the road. And so if
I
you
hope
were,
she did too.
so if you were in harm's way, like it wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. A year and a half, y'all.
I had a spirit of intercession. Then. I didn't know what that meant at the time. And then so. Okay, that's your part.
Yeah.
And so then
I just want them to have all the accurate, when they go back to fact check, they have everything they need.
I was first generation Uber.
Yeah, she was riding in the front seat.
They didn't come up with the rules.
They didn't come up with
They didn't come up with the rules then.
You were pilot. You were the test pilot.
Yeah,
for
I was
Uber.
in the pilot run.
gosh.
And then so going into my senior year, I'm playing basketball at Hargraves.
Yep.
And she walks by and says, hey.
I did.
And I was like, me? He's like, hey. And I was like, yo, y'all got to get somebody to take my place. And I ran.
You did. You really did.
Yeah, I was like,
you
listen,
did.
this is one of my. And I ran with the fence. She's like, how you doing? I'm like, you really care? And she's like, yeah. He's like, call me later.
I did say that.
968-8172.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, I think you're ready.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, I am. And you said, but one thing.
Just one.
One thing.
One thing.
I said, okay, what is it? Anything. I'll do anything. You said,
He didn't say that part,
you
y'all.
said, I'm going to England for the whole summer. I was like, oh, God.
In about 2 days.
You like, can you handle that?
Yeah.
And then your friends, Shernita and Savannah, in the
Yes.
background, like, can you handle it? Because we're going to be watching you all summer. And, and man, I think I sent more packages to England.
Y'all, now listen, when I got there, and this is different. Remember, this is like the 90s. So there were no direct flights
91
from RDU to London, so my mom had to drive me to New York with the group we were with and, get on the plane or whatever. And I promise you, whatever that span of time was that I told him, yes, we should get back together. in between
Hallelujah.
that day and my getting to college campus in London, I had at least 3 letters waiting on me in the mailbox.
I had to, and I didn't write them in tongues this time.
No, you did not.
They
were heartfelt, front, back.
So let's clear this up.
International
before we
postage.
go to the Judge Mathis. Judge Mathis.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
So we've been straight since 88.
Yeah, with a break.
With a break in 89. Right?
Yeah, no, maybe like 91. Now, because you were what?
I was going into my senior year.
So 92. So I would say between like 89 to 91.
Okay. So,
Something
but
like
we'll
that.
still go with straight since 88.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to clear it up because people who grew up with me, they're like,
Yeah.
I bet you ain't going to tell
It's like when a show goes on hiatus and then it comes back.
Yeah, we were like Abbott Elementary.
Basically.
That's
people were just waiting for us to get back together.
For the fall edition, And so, Judge Mathis, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so he and his wife, I think they are, I don't know, well, she filed for divorce, right?
She did.
And it's been stated that it's not due to infidelity or anything like that, and he wants to stay in his marriage.
He's in the airport.
Yeah.
He's talking to TMZ.
Yeah.
And the reason why, and he said that none of that stuff has happened. So then people, I got a couple of emails. It's like, well, if none of that stuff happened, infidelity, whatever happened, how could that be the case? And I think it was good that Danielle, she's the other host.
Yes,
she's just behind
she's
the background.
Silent host.
But she was asking between what was the 2 words? I know one was spark.
Oh, mystery, right? We talked about that when we were talking about mystery.
And so one of the things that I say, that if like you're going through something or if you feel a certain way, not communicating, one of your sayings is, so it is in the natural, it is in the spiritual also. And so, one of the things one of the reasons why we were in New York, and I said, hey, what's going on?
Right.
Because the thing about it is, if you go without talking to this person you're in a relationship about something or a way you feel or something, after a while, David said, thy word about it in your heart that I may not sin against thee. And so the thing about it is, once you think about it over and over and over and over and over again, then what happens is it gets in your heart.
It does.
Like when somebody comes to see me, if it hadn't got to the heart yet, I can fix it.
You can fix it.
I can fix it. But once it gets to your heart, and so he said it's an accumulation of things that have probably happened over time,
where they didn't communicate about it,
and they didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
And so, the thing about it is the way that you keep that spark going. Like I call, and we kind of, it was the behind the scenes version.
Right.
We call it getting under your skin.
Getting under your skin. Yeah.
And so like when people say, well, you talk about her all the time, because I have, number one, because I love you.
Absolutely.
But I make sure I always like you.
Right.
Then I'm always speaking about you.
Yeah.
Because then it's on my heart.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Or how I feel about you.
Absolutely. And I think, just based on what we've heard and seen in this situation, and for any couple really, he's at a place where what it is about, what's in it is worth it to him to keep it than not to have it at all.
Right. Yeah. That's
and
good.
I do think that
work for him to keep it.
Right. He would rather stay in it, whatever it is, even though that thing is there that they're dealing with, if it's lack of communication, if it's, mistrust or whatever has happened in their relationship, to him, those pros outweigh that. Like, that's not a deal breaker for him.
Right.
Because his wife is under his skin, Right.
But the thing about it too is it's worth it to him because, and I don't know, but there may be a way that she's been feeling for such a long time. That it's in the heart. And that's why I admonish or I encourage people, hey, listen, you got to keep that spark alive.
You
You
have
got to
to.
talk about this person. You
Yeah.
know, I call you champ, and I'm not big up in myself.
No,
I call you
but
my
that's
thoroughest
just-
girl,
it
and
is.
this and this and this. She's so smart, and she's this, and she's a great mom, and this and this. Because then the thing about it is, you get under my skin, and that's the way I see you.
Yeah.
Even if an issue comes, I still see you that
way.
And so that's why
That's important,
I'm
I
just kind of
think.
like, don't let it get to your heart. Don't wait 6 months down the line to
Right.
talk to somebody, because then that's just the way you
But
feel.
you know, I really feel like you have to be super intentional.
You do.
know,
Absolutely.
you can't, a lot of times, and you know better because you counsel people on a regular basis, couples in particular. But I think sometimes when you're in a relationship, you can just make assumptions about what the other person may be thinking or dealing with. And it's always, excuse me, from your perspective, right? Is how you see it. And so you're trying to interpret what someone else is thinking without just simply saying, we see it all the time in the kind of work that we do, not even in our relationship, but people, because you're such a communicator and people, you have a platform that you're on and a pulpit and people see you, so they can automatically assume I know how you would feel about something, right? Or how you would respond. But it's always better. And we tell people that work with us, just ask me the question,
Right.
instead of thinking that the way they did it on TV or in that movie or that book you read is the way I'm going to respond to it. Just ask me.
But I think I agree 100%. But I think you have to have those check-ins, like,
Yeah.
are you good?
Right. And then and everybody has to be honest.
Yeah, but and so it can't, because once
it's a heart issue.
Once it becomes a heart issue,
Yeah.
and you can still love this person. Statistics
Sure.
say 47% of people who get divorced, they still love each other,
wow.
but they don't like each other because it's become
a heart
problem. So when I saw that in that case, and he says nothing gone on and I know that my interpretation is from doing this is there's a way that she's felt for a
while.
long time. And if none of those things has happened, he's just been working,
Right.
just been traveling, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Then the thing about it is she's had a chance to internalize over, like we're talking for, this Sunday about chewing the cud. She's had a chance to chew the cud and internalize this over and over and over again. And that's just the way you feel.
Right. Now it is.
You're not
absolutely
mad, you're
the way
not
you feel.
angry, but
No.
I just feel that way.
Yep.
And
you
and
can't
I
be
don't
convinced
know.
otherwise.
And then, and you can't be convinced otherwise.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's kind of like, give me a short fix,
Sure.
especially with men.
Yeah.
Men want
What do I need to
a
do?
short fix.
Yeah.
And I'm talking as a man. I apologize, didn't I?
Right, right. I said, I'm sorry.
But you don't want to work it out. So, you know what I'm saying? Come here, give me a hug.
Some women are like that too.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a woman, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, some women are like that.
Really?
Okay, now get over it. We're not talking about this no more.
Yeah, it's a quick fix. But
Right.
I'm just talking from the men's perspective.
Yeah, sure.
Because me too. Because the thing about it is, you forgive a lot quicker with us than I do.
Yeah. You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm doing
give me
something.
an example.
I'm like, dude, this is going to be like a 2-day process.
Yeah.
In my mind, like, you better not ask for nothing. And I'm like, hey, I'm sorry.
Right.
You like, I know. I like, yo, I'm a jerk. You are.
That's my curse word, by the way. Y'all jerk.
You are.
Yeah.
You gonna stay with us? I am. We get on your nerves, don't you? You do.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you're not supposed to be saying this with a smile.
Right.
And then you're like, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, oh God, is she gonna poison me? and I'm kind of like, so like we're really good. You like we're good.
Yeah.
Now me, Nate, I don't know what I did to upset you today, but I am sorry. Oh, all right.
But
good.
I think too, that's like, I mean, I don't want to blame everything on our personalities, but you're more of an arguer, like someone who doesn't.
What?
Okay, let me put it this way. Someone who doesn't mind arguing, right? Whereas I know you say they want a quick solution.
No, just use us.
But
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
but
yeah.
for us, I'm more of a fixer. Like, let's get to the root of the problem and how can I fix it? So, oh, I know this thing upset you, but that wasn't what I meant to do. Okay, now get over it.
Okay, so when you apologize, are you really sorry or are you just fixing me?
No. I'm really sorry, but I also know in the back of my mind, if I don't offer up a solution, and not in a manipulative way, but if I don't say, I'm okay with being the person who's like, I was wrong. Because if not, we will stay here for a couple of days.
And you are very solution oriented.
I am.
Like something's going on right now. Our kids have been, not all of them, just Cole, has been tardy to school.
Yes.
And I think this is with I don't know. I'm not a woman, so you guys don't get mad at me. I'm not generalizing.
That's your disclaimer. At least you're saying it.
I think y'all are fixers.
Yeah.
And you're
a lot of us
solution
are.
oriented. And I'm just like, hey, I just messed up.
Right. Yeah, because this morning, no,
not just this morning, but the past couple of days, I'm like, hey, the kids are late for school.
Yeah.
Because I know you're going to get an email. He's like, Nate, let me help you.
Yeah.
Maybe I should come back to work from work.
Yeah, early.
And I can do one. I was like, no, I just went back to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, the traffic. I'm like, it's not traffic.
I was like, let me help you with this problem.
Right. And
Take my help.
And that was yesterday.
Starting tomorrow.
And then this morning, Asa comes and wakes me up, says, Dad, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm getting up. That's at 7:00.
Yeah.
Which is my timer.
His window, because during our early morning conversation, he's saying, okay, I have to go because I got to wake up Dad.
I wake up. And it's 7:33.
Woo, and people have to be at school.
Supposed to be at school.
Yeah.
And Cole is supposed to be on the way.
He should have been at school.
But the thing about it is, I called you.
You did.
And you said, Nate, I think we just need to. I was like, no, I just woke up late.
But to your point, I immediately went into fixer mode.
And solution.
Because in my mind, I was like, why is he? Because this is what you said when you called me. You're like,
what did I say?
I just woke up. And it was 7:31.
Like I couldn't even see because I had stuff in my eyes. Like I thought I was going to kill the children.
So I was like, oh, okay. Well, do you need me? You need me to get there? I'm almost home. I can be responsible for taking Cole to school.
No. You said I'm still in the parking lot at work.
Yeah, but I could get there. I could get there.
So that wasn't going to help my problem.
No,
right then.
it wasn't.
So then I wanted a quick solution, but she's like, again, I don't know if this is women. just think like solution oriented. He's like I'm like, I got to get both of these kids to school.
And see, that's where I didn't realize everybody was still at home.
And you wanted to offer a solution. Nate,
yeah, I did.
I think when I get home,
we're
going to have to sit down and just talk about another way
to get these
them to school.
Because he gets demerits when he's late.
Yeah, but I was just like, I just messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, and so in that moment, I wasn't sure what you wanted me to say. Like,
just like,
it's okay.
dude, you messed up.
Oh, just okay,
like I'm cool with it. I played sports. My coach wasn't like, hey.
But I was still thinking I should probably help with getting them to school.
Right, because even when you came home, you said,
"Listen, I can still help you with this."
I'm like, no. and so even in that communication, you knew I wasn't mad at you.
Oh, no.
Because I did say, I said, no. Yeah. I didn't say, champ.
No, your tone was aggressive, not like, towards you. Not towards me. No, you just were, I think, upset about the whole situation.
So, and that's what we're going to talk about next week.
Okay.
Communication.
Yeah.
Because in that moment, you knew I was not upset with you.
Oh, yeah, no.
I was upset because then it could have went left if I said, when you said, hey, Nate, now I've already told you on the phone.
Yeah, you did.
Like I just messed up.
And I came home.
I messed up. And then you came home with a solution again.
Maybe
Maybe we should look at some other practices. There you go with your word. Practices. Get up on time. Do not go back to sleep.
I want my babies to get to school on time.
Practicing. And I said, dog, no, I just messed up. Mm-hmm. Now, it could have went left because we know how to communicate with each other. He's like, Nate, you know what? You got it.
You're right.
But if you're like, I'm just trying to help you, and you'll be calling me down.
Right. And it could have gone that way, but
because we know how to communicate with one another.
That's right.
We know how to communicate with one
Yes,
another.
absolutely.
So,
yeah, I would have never said that to you.
Yeah, that was therapy for us.
Yeah,
but anyway,
thank you guys for listening.
The thing about it is, don't let it get to your heart.
That's so good.
Because once that happens,
yeah.
And so, you have to do stuff to keep up the spark. Like, saying stuff about this person.
Mm-hmm.
When you call me, you say, hey, handsome.
Right.
And I say, Hey, champ.
Right.
And so saying that over and over and over. And when I tell people how great you are and you speak all these languages and da-da-da-da and this and this and this and this, they automatically assume, okay, well, he just must be. But no, what I'm doing is I'm making sure all my cups are always full.
Yes, yeah.
That when we have a day that's not so great, the way I may feel a way about the situation, but I don't feel like that about you.
That's right. That's
but
right.
if you don't do that, then you'll feel a way about the situation,
and the person.
You'll feel a way about
the person.
That person. So
no, I think that's really good.
So what would you say you do to keep the spark alive? I've been talking. What do you say?
I mean, I think
because people may think it's like, oh Lord, you know, what are some practical things to keep the.
Well, I know at least for us, I think it's really practical. I think there are certain things that I know you like from me that I just try to do those. Like I am a very like, I'm doing this, let me finish this kind of person. So I know if you say, hey, I want to tell you something, if I give you my undivided attention, that for you is, I don't know.
Number two.
Yeah.
Number one is you are consistent.
Yeah. No, most definitely.
I know what I'm going to get from Tequila Davis
every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Birthday, Nate, you want something? Christmas, you want something? Thanksgiving, if they give gifts, you want something? Anniversary, you want No. I ask you.
Are you going to be the same way you are now tomorrow?
If you do that, we Gucci. You ain't got to, but don't give me a gift and then be mean tomorrow.
Yep,
you
that's
just
right.
be consistent. And I think that's the thing.
It saved us a lot of money. No, just
I think that's the thing.
No, absolutely. And so because I know those are the things that you value and that are important to you, then it's easier for me to make space to do those things. And I have to be very intentional about it because I can get caught up in kids or work or whatever and let those be distractions to just, hey, we're doing that. You know, you saw me this morning. You know, I think at one point in our relationship, I mean, it may have been some years ago now, but we were even more intentional about like just saying, I love you. Like, because we were still like getting up at different times and seeing each other at different times of the day. And it was like, did I even say that to you today? You know, and we became very intentional and now it's just instinctive. And
one of the things you did not know, but one of the things you did, because I get up at a different time. Yeah. You have to get up at 3:45 to go to work. So it's just small things to keep the spark alive, to let the person know that you care about it. So it's three things. You put my Apple Watch on the charge every morning.
I do. See, y'all, this is simple stuff.
You you make sure my phone is plugged in. You take the cord, pull across thing.
So you could get up on time.
Then the remote control, you turn the TV.
I turn the TV to ESPN.
Like small things.
I do.
And then you kiss me on my head before you leave.
I do.
And that's like she's thinking about me.
Yeah.
And people think it has to be.
I don't think it has to be grand. I mean, you know your wife, spouse better than we do, but at least for us, it's not a grand gesture. It is that consistency though in doing those things that, you know, lets you know that I'm not just doing it for whatever reason, but I am actually doing it because I know it's something you appreciate and it makes you feel
small
cared
things
about.
Like when you come home, when we hear the garage open and you're upstairs. Yeah. Everybody comes downstairs.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So it's like a parade when you come home.
Dogs, kids,
everybody's at the thing. Yo, hey, da, da. And I don't know. I can't tell you how you feel. Does that make you feel?
Oh, it is. I think it would be weird if we didn't do it now. I mean, because it's just what we do. But yeah, no, it absolutely makes me feel. Because like sometimes when I hear
you like, family, I'm home.
Yeah, I do. Because I'm like, wait, where are they?
Yeah. And so like small stuff like that.
Yeah.
That keeps the spark. You know, one of the things that we always say, make the good outweigh the bad. Because there are going to be joy and pain.
Sunshine and rain.
Sunny days.
Look at how you brought that back.
Everybody
Frankie Beverly.
loves them. Let me tell you what Cole said. I told Cole in the car. I said, you know, Frankie Beverly passed? And he's like, who is that?
Yeah, of course.
And I said, Cole. 15. Frankie Beverly.
And the Maze. We can't really leave the Maze out. I mean, Frankie Beverly's the one who's gone, but.
And I said, before I let go, he said, dude, that's Beyonce.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. He said, like, Jay-Z's iconic, Lil Wayne's iconic. I said, Frankie Beverly's iconic.
Yeah.
And he said, I said, Marvin Gaye. He said, Dad, I know Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
I said, great.
Okay.
He said, because the dude said, I want some Marvin Gaye.
Oh, wow.
So
Not because he knows his music.
He said, who's the Vandross dude?
Oh, wow.
He said, all these old,
Wow.
all these old guys.
That's crazy.
Y'all got to pray for our children.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I'm okay with them not knowing who those people are, but I do want them to know who, like Bishop Larry Trotter and the
Right. Is that, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So
G.E.
we're
Patterson.
making sure they know stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put you on the spot. So Cole came to Champ the other day, and our kids are very open with us. They come to us.
They do.
Whether it's right, wrong.
They don't care.
When Ben was still at home in high school,
Yes.
I mean, he came home and he was all our kids are very open.
Yeah.
And he said, Mom, I was looking at a podcast and Bronny James' mom says she lets him curse on the court. What would you do if you heard me on the court
Now, what do
cursing?
y'all think?
So tell them what you said.
First of all, that would be the end of the game. No, that's not allowed. But
what was his reasoning for asking you, could he do that just on the court?
Well, because he felt like that was, what did he say to me? See, I got so upset in that moment,
Yeah, you got the all
I was
out.
not gentle parenting. And he really was just asking me a question. But I was like, are you crazy? No, you're not going to talk like that around anybody. But he was trying to say, it's a game situation and this is what people do, and it would be like, I can't think of like a hall pass. It would be like a, what do you call it? Like,
pass.
Yeah, basically
a bathroom pass.
Yes, you're like, I'm allowing you to do something you wouldn't normally get to do because the environment is conducive to your doing it. No.
So then what happens is, what happens is, Champ and Cole come in the room. He says,
then we have we need someone to break up this
so
tie.
They don't tell me what's going on. Dog. Let me ask you something. Okay, what's up, dog? So Mom says that I can't, and I'm kind of like, how should I answer?
Yeah, how should you answer?
But like,
How
what did you
should
say?
answer?
And then you got this look.
Like, you better say what I said.
Yeah. And I'm like, what did you say? Like, did you text?
You better say what I said.
Did you text it to me? Is there a text that says what happened?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, he in particular does that a lot. I can't remember what the last one was.
Everything.
Yeah, he wants to know which way, what I would say versus what you would say.
But I think you are the good parent and you make me the enforcer.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because you're mad about something.
Yeah.
And if you're mad, I'm going to be mad.
Right.
And then I'm going to go and
yeah. But I will say, that dynamic is, I try to stay, that's why I try to stay even.
But you stay in good graces.
Yeah, I try to stay even.
Well,
because,
what about me?
No, well, they know. That's just like the dad prank thing. I really wanted them to do that.
No, we're not doing that.
No, because they said they wanted to live.
Yeah.
It's a good one, though.
We're not doing that. But we're back off vacation.
Yeah, we had a wonderful time.
We had a really, really good time. Mm-hmm. And so episode number 2 of Straight Since 88.
With the break.
I got one more out of here. 88
Okay.
Straight Since
88.
But we're not changing the theme of the
Oh,
thing.
we're not?
No,
With the break.
No. But it's just for people, I don't want people to
You
think.
just wanted them to know the backstory. Like, we
Well,
were being honest.
Yeah, because people on here know
Yeah.
like, you remember,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I saw you in that van up at McDonald's.
So
Ubering.
so one of the number 1 rap songs. We're done with this one.
Okay. You've been testing me tonight.
Yeah, next week is your turn.
Okay. I got you.
Is the number 1 rap song in 1988. Let me see if you can finish this one. We're out here after this one.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a lot of it. I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream. Music orientated. So when hip hop was originated, fitted like pieces of puzzles, complicated. So I grabbed the mic and try to say, yes, y'all. They try to take it and say that I'm too small. I get the next word. Cool.
I really don't know it.
Cause I don't get.
Is this okay? Wait, if I name the singer, the rapper,
Yeah, okay. We'll
okay. Is it Eric B and Rakim? No, it's not.
It is.
Oh, shoot. Okay, y'all. I at least knew that part. But I feel like I need the music. You know, I could never play Name That Tune or anything like that.
Yeah. Hey.
What's the line? Give them the line, though. They
Cool,
probably know
because
it.
I don't get upset. I kick a hole in the speaker, pull the plug, then I eject.
That was hard.
Back to the lab.
You should have
without
done
a mic to
something
grab.
like,
So then I
back
add all the
to
rhymes I had.
Back to
That's not
reality.
88. And that was not hip hop.
What's the song that you played in the car or something like that?
Girl, you got the goods, like Madeline Wood.
Yeah, I knew that line. Yeah.
I like them brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and
Oh, man.
just think of another nationality. I like them brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian.
Haitian, that's
My
what I
name
was
is
gonna
Nate
say.
Dawg from the Zulu Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Told you in the jam that we can get down.
There was so much going on in your car, though. I could never really hear the words.
Yeah. You remember the time we were riding past a church and I turned the music down?
He did.
And you said, why are you making that face?
Oh,
I've come a long way in my salvation walk.
Yes, you have.
You're being a church snob.
Well, I will say there was judgment.
But what did you say to me?
I said, well, I asked you why you were doing it. And you were like, oh, we're riding past the church. And I was like, God is everywhere. He heard you coming. Like,
Yeah, and I wanted to say to you, he ain't hear you because you hanging out with me.
I was trying to be a
Nah.
witness.
Yeah, she's like,
I was a willing vessel. I said, Lord, I'm available to you.
I've been saved
Use
since I was
me
12.
how you will.
No, you weren't. 'Cause you were hanging out with me. You weren't saying, I'm going to let you keep your
You
testimony.
know how church people say you have to do that to stay relevant?
Yeah,
you know, I
yeah,
just wanted to know
yeah.
what was going on
I
in
was
today's.
saved since I was
Clearly,
12.
I didn't learn a lot. I don't remember
I'll
any
let
of
you
the
do that.
music.
People are like, Lady T, she been the one. And I'm like, I'm going to let you have that one.
I
you
am
hanging out
upset
with
though, because I feel like I know a lot of those songs.
No, you just didn't do it. But do you remember the day you told me you got saved or rededicated your life?
I do.
You owe me money too.
Ooh.
Because I got my hair cut. I borrowed Marcus's Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
Was this?
I sold my books to BJ's to get
we
some
were
gas
gonna go to
come.
the movies, right?
Yeah. And you were staying in Cobb.
Yeah. Oh, I was standing.
And I said, what's up? He's like,
so this is kind of like a mini break.
that wasn't
number.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No.
It was just a
No.
conversation.
Like somebody don't talk for a week. I'm not sure that's a break. Good gracious. We got a lot of divorced people there.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, I'll let you have that one. But yes, I
No,
do
you're
remember
not
that.
living. It's
No, it's
true.
true.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
It's fact. Okay.
But you told me, he was like, hey. I was like, what's up? Let me in. What's going on? I have something to tell you.
Yeah.
And I said, what? I rededicated my life to the Lord.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo,
That's great.
that's dope, man. That is like, so you gonna be going to church and
yeah.
and like the little midweek Bible study.
Not the little.
You gonna be praying and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
you said, yeah. And you say, it means something else. And what did you say to me?
I don't remember my exact words.
You said, that means I can't hang out with you.
something like that.
And I said, hey.
And we were supposed to go to, what were we going to see?
Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill, yeah. I still haven't seen that movie, but somebody did go to the movie.
But I went by myself.
He did.
See,
He
there
did.
you go judging again. As Tia would say, no, ask the Lord to forgive me.
I wanted him to, like, in that moment, go ahead and say, me too. I rededicate my life now.
And I said,
but this person here was like,
hey,
all right, I got to go make the movie.
I said, it's been good.
Oh my God.
It's been good.
That is so
And then I started getting letters in my college campus. Nate, the Lord loves you and he wants to be in a relationship with you.
I did. I sent him cards on a regular.
You are a man of God.
It was just like your letters you sent me in English.
Don't let those people influence you. God has something for you.
And he did.
Jeremiah 29:11. He knows the plans he has for you. I was like,
So you read them?
I did, but I was not interested. And so people think, they think I got saved because of you.
Yeah, at least Cole does. Our middle son.
And that was not, but that
no, that was not true. No,
I
not
love
at
Jesus.
all.
It wasn't because of you.
Yeah, no. Again, you're not like that anyway. People can't hype you up.
You're
to do
not gonna
something.
hype me up.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
So then you started inviting me to church. So then I was the guy that didn't belong to the church.
Right.
Then
No.
everybody knew. He's like,
but you did come. See.
yeah, but then you tried to put pressure on me.
I did.
You said,
all the time.
Are you going to stand up? This is worship.
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm good. I'm good. Well, Nate, everybody else is standing up. I said, yeah, that's
Yeah, it didn't matter. You weren't going to stand up. No.
So then,
but you progressed.
Then I stood up.
Yes.
Then you really became pushy.
Yeah, I was
You're
like, go ahead and clap those
clap
hands,
your
brother.
hands. I said, listen,
Put those hands
you
together.
over there on the transparency ministry. God, it's great.
I was really good at that. See, they don't even probably know what a transparency. A lot of them
you
don't.
thought you were dope at
I
it.
was so good. You know, when there was breaks in the music, I had words. Hallelujah.
I was like, dude.
Praise him now.
I said, dude, if you don't get that folder away from me.
And I went to rehearsal. I had to practice those transparency things.
you had to practice
yes.
it.
They were in alphabetical
You
order.
were good. Maybe I asked Jason if you could be on the media team.
We've, so advanced now, LED screens and stuff. But yeah.
Transparencies. Hey, you had to be quick with it.
I was the original LED screen. You hear me? Yeah.
Hey, we're out. We'll see y'all for episode number 3. Straight since 88.
With a break.
88. Time to set it straight. 88. Speak clearly so you can understand.